Welcome back. There's some breaking news that's coming in at this point, and this is regarding the train tragedy in Gonda, Uttar Pradesh. In fact, there's information that's coming in at this point that there was an explosion that was heard before the derailment, right before the derailment. Our reporter said that we don't have the correct number of coaches that have derailed, but he did mention there could be at least 10 coaches that were derailed. We're being told that there was a loud explosion that was heard. The loco pilot as well as passengers heard a loud explosion. The Commissioner of Railway Safety has said that there will be a probe into this. In fact, the Commissioner of Railway Safety will be probing this incident, this information that's coming in at this point. There's a high-level inquiry that has been ordered. So that's also one big development that's coming in. There was a loud explosion that was heard. We don't know what that explosion was, so that will also have to be heard. The loco pilot has said, and even the passengers. Let's listen into one of the versions of the passengers, who was involved in this, who was in the train.
यही जब गोंडा से जब निकली है तकरीबन 10-15 मिनट पहले निकलने के बाद जो है से दो बार लेफ्ट साइड दो बार राइट साइड बहुत जोरदार कंपन किया है, जैसे लग रहा है नीचे उतर गया हो। दो इस साइड इंजन के पीछे एक जनरल बोगी था, उसके बाद हमारा एसी 3-4 बोगी एसी था। हम लोग उसके बाद पहले एसी नहीं थे जो नीचे गिर गया। हल्का धमाका हुआ था, थोड़ा जोर से झटका लगा था, बहुत जोर से झटका लगने के बाद दो बार फिर इधर तीसरे बार फिर पलट गया।
Adib, my colleague, joins us at this point. Adib, so it's being said that a loud explosion was heard. Adib, just take us through what do you really know in this case as of now? What is confirmed?
Well, see, Sneha, what we are being told by the locals on the spot, those who were traveling in that particular train, claims that there was some kind of explosion right before the derailment. What kind of explosion was this is part of the investigation, but the passengers are now claiming that they heard a kind of an explosion right before the derailment. So this is a big development that is coming from Gonda, and railway will be starting a high-level investigation in this case, what led to derailment and whether there was any kind of explosion right before the derailment or not. This is all part of the investigation, but as of now the passengers are claiming that they heard a kind of any kind of a explosion right before the derailment. What we know so far is that 2 people have lost their life. The Gonda SP Vineet Jaiswal has confirmed that 2 people have lost their life, while many others are critically injured. Those have critically injured, they have been shifted to Gonda District Hospital where they are under treatment. Railway has issued multiple helpline numbers for Uttar Pradesh and for some districts as well. The Uttar Pradesh CM has taken the cognizance and is personally monitoring the situation that is unfolding in Goa. In fact, the Chief Minister Office of Assam, they have also tweeted and they have said that they are taking note of the situation that is unfolding in Gonda. Back to you, Sneha.
In India, at least 4 people have lost their lives after several coaches of the Chandigarh-Dibrugarh Express derailed today in Uttar Pradesh's Gonda district. Over 24 passengers have suffered injuries, and many of them are in critical condition, leading to fears that the death toll could mount. Rescue operations are ongoing in full swing, and railway officials have reached the mishap site to assess the situation. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed district authorities to ensure proper treatment for those injured in the accident. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has also been briefed about the derailment. The Ministry of Railways has also issued helpline numbers for those seeking help and information. This comes just a month after a major train mishap in Darjeeling, which claims 9 lives. A good train had crashed into the Kanchenjunga Express. In last June, In Odisha's Balasore, 290 people were killed in a triple train collision. Then you had the Andhra Pradesh collision between two passenger trains and 14 passengers were killed. You have another incident in Buxar, Bihar in October 2023 itself, where 4 people were killed and over 70 people were injured as a Northeast Express derailed. All of this very clearly shows this is not just one isolated case. I'm being joined by Mr. Rakesh Sharma, who's a relative of the victim, who was traveling in this train, as well as Sudhanshu Mani, who is a retired general manager for the Indian Railways and creator of Vande Bharat, as well as M.Y. Siddiqui, who is a former chief spokesperson for Ministry of Railways. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining us. First to you, Mr. Rakesh Sharma. Firstly, my first question, how are your relatives?
एक्चुअली मैम जो लास्ट टाइम मेरी बात हुई है वो 11 बजे के बाद बात हुई है और उसके बाद मेरी बात नहीं हुई है। उसके बाद उनका फ़ोन जो है स्विच ऑफ है और स्विच ऑफ होने के बाद से अभी तक हमारा कोई भी इंटरेक्शन नहीं हुआ है, ना कोई कॉन्टैक्ट हुआ है अभी तक। उनसे मेरी कोई बात नहीं हुई है अभी तक। और उनके एक 8 साल का लड़का है अंश ठाकुर और एक क्या कहते हैं उनके वाइफ है अनीता और हस्बैंड है उनके आनंद। अभी तक उनके कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं हुआ है। हमारे यहाँ से उन्होंने रात को ट्रेन पकड़ी है 1 बजे सहारनपुर से ट्रेन ली है और उसके बाद क्या कहते हैं वो वहाँ पे ट्रेन लेने के बाद उनसे कंटिन्यू बात हुई है। सुबह 8 बजे बात हुई है, 11 बजे वो लखनऊ में थे, उसके बाद हमारी 1 बजे बात हुई है। 1 बजे के बाद से हमारा कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं हुआ है और 2:30 बजे हमें जब जैसे न्यूज़ देखी हमने ये कि क्या कहते हैं डिब्रूगढ़ का ये एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, उसके बाद से हमारा कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद लास्ट मेरी मम्मी है उनकी बात हुई थी, हमारे ही घर पे आए थे वो, उनका फ़ोन स्विच ऑफ हो गया उसके बाद से।
तो एक्सीडेंट के बाद आपके फैमिली ने उनसे बात की है?
हाँ, नहीं एक्सीडेंट के बाद कोई बात नहीं हुई है, एक्सीडेंट से पहले बात हुई है। एक्सीडेंट के बाद से उनका फ़ोन
अच्छा।
स्विच ऑफ है, कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं हुआ।
अच्छा।
जी।
राकेश शर्मा जी, आपने जो हेल्पलाइन नंबर्स आपको दिए गए हैं उसमें आपने कॉल करने की कोशिश की है?
हाँ, उस पे कॉन्टैक्ट किया था मैंने लखनऊ गोंडा का कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर था एक। एक्चुअली शायद क्या कहते हैं ये जो इंसिडेंट हुआ है इसके बाद से शायद बिज़ी चल रही है लाइन, उसके बाद से हमारा कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं हुआ। हाँ, एक कॉल आया था अभी 10 मिनट पहले कॉल आया था तो उन्होंने कुछ इंक्वायरीज़ ली थी कि कौन-कौन है, हमने बताया मेरे मामा है, मामी है और एक बच्चा है। तो उसके बाद बोला गया ठीक है और हम आपको जैसे ही कुछ मिलता है हम आपको कॉल करके जवाब दे देंगे।
जी, राकेश जी, हम आशा करते हैं कि आपको बहुत जल्दी आपके रिलेटिव्स के डिटेल्स पता चले कि वो सब लोग
वो मैम एक्चुअली
सेफ है।
मैंने
ज़रूरी है वो जानना। आप
मैम
बताइए।
इस चीज़ के लिए मैं वही क्या कहते हैं आग्रह करता हूँ कि आप प्लीज़ क्या कहते हैं इसे आपके माध्यम से पता लग जाए कि वो सेफ हैं। एक्चुअली मैंने फ़ोटो भी शेयर किया था। प्लीज़ आपके माध्यम से ये पता लग चल जाए कि वो सेफ हैं या नहीं सेफ।
राकेश जी, आप और कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? ये जो जब आपको एक्सीडेंट के बारे में पता चला, डीरेलमेंट के बारे में पता चला, अभी तो आपका पूरा फोकस रहेगा ये जानने के लिए कि आपके रिलेटिव्स कैसे हैं, कि वो
अभी तो
सेफ है,
मैम
और
बस
हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि
हाँ,
वो है, लेकिन आपको कुछ और कहना है सर?
हाँ, मैम एक्चुअली क्या कहते हैं देखिए अभी तक तो मेरे को यही जानना है कि वो अभी सेफ हैं या नहीं सेफ है। मैम अभी उनको घर तक बहुत पहुँचाना क्योंकि वो हमारे यहाँ पे आए थे और आप जानते हैं किसी के यहाँ कोई रिलेटिव आता है तो फिर और वो वापस सही से वापस नहीं जाता है तो फिर समझ सकते हैं कि परिवार की हालत कैसे होती है। एक्चुअली मेरी मम्मी है, उनकी बहन है और यहीं पे सब लोग तब से यही परेशान हैं जब से ये न्यूज़ सुनी है, अभी तक कुछ पता नहीं लग पाया। तो प्लीज़ क्या कहते हैं आपके माध्यम से पता लग जाए कि ये सेफ हैं या नहीं।
जी।
क्योंकि अब ट्विटर के माध्यम से तो अभी तक यही
जी।
पता
जी।
कुछ नहीं पता चल पाया।
जी, राकेश शर्मा जी, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया राजेश शर्मा जी। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपको गुड न्यूज़ बहुत जल्दी मिले कि आपकी फैमिली सेफ है। शुक्रिया राकेश जी। If I can come to you, Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, we just heard a relative, and let me just start with this, that unfortunately for many of us, it is often numbers, that 10 people have died, 4 people have died, 2 people have died, several are injured. It just gets reduced to numbers, but these are real lives, these are real stories, these are real families. And it just seems so unfortunate that lives are getting snuffed out in train accidents which are so frequent now, whether it be derailments or collisions. Is it even fair to say that it is more frequent now than before?
Okay, well, we can understand the trauma of the families who have suffered injuries or even fatality, and of course, the trauma of not even knowing at this stage, as we were talking to this gentleman. I don't
Absolutely.
think this is the time to really go into the data, whether it is more frequent or less frequent. That's not important. I've been saying that with the help of technology, this is the time that we should be going towards zero accident. We should be moving towards zero accident. And once we strive to do that, we will definitely reduce the number of accidents. So I'll not get into the data, but yes, it's very tragic. And what is notable, this is a case which is midsection. It's not near a station. It does not involve a crossover. It does not involve a signal. Uh, so this could take place either due to a coach defect or a track defect. I also heard in some channels, I don't know the veracity, that the loco pilot has said that he heard some explosion. Whereas I
There was an
also heard a
explosion.
video going
Correct.
around.
That,
Video going.
yeah.
No, I also heard a video going around, purportedly of that loco pilot, and he's in no condition to actually say anything. He was crying. So he is in a state where he could say anything. So I think that seems a little too early to say that sabotage could be one of the reasons. Railways do not have a good record.
Just to corroborate this, sir, I mean, it's not. No. Just a minute, Sudhanshu Mani. It's important for me to state it here that yes, the locomotive pilot has said that there was an explosion, but it's not just him. There are also passenger versions that has come out where passengers are also saying they heard a loud explosion. So it's not just one person; it's also corroborated by others who were part of this mishap as well.
All right. Okay. So I don't know, as I said. So now a loud explosion because of a sabotage or something else, it's too early to talk about it. I'm sure if it's sabotage, then it's much more serious, even more serious, let's say, because it becomes a law and order issue, and state government will have to get involved more severely. The information at this point is very sketchy to really go into details of
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. In fact, Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, just in fact, also MY Siddiqui, just give me a few minutes. We've got some passenger versions. Let's just quickly listen into those passengers before I go across to MY Siddiqui.
यही जब गोंडा से जब निकली है तकरीबन 10-15 मिनट पहले, निकलने के बाद जो है से 2 बार लेफ्ट साइड 2 बार राइट साइड बहुत जोरदार कंपन किया है, जैसे लग रहा है नीचे उतर गया हो। दो इस साइड इंजन के पीछे एक जनरल बोगी था, उसके बाद हमारा एसी 3-4 बोगी एसी था। हम लोग उसके बाद पहले एसी नहीं थे जो नीचे गिर गया। हल्का धमाका हुआ था, थोड़ा जोर से झटका लगा था, बहुत जोर से झटका लगने के बाद 2 बार फिर इधर 2 बार इधर, तीसरे बार फिर पलट गया।
Okay. So that's just one of the reactions that we have got at this point. MY Siddiqui, if I can come to you, Mr. MY Siddiqui, what do you make out of what we are seeing right now? Extremely worrying visuals here. We don't know the cause of what caused this, and that's very important to be known. But you know, immediately one realizes this is just 1 month before the Kanchenjunga Express accident happened. And it's just a matter of 6 months when there have been 3 big train accidents. And I know Mr. Mani a while ago, earlier before you said that he doesn't want to get into numbers, but it is important to get into numbers because none of this really can be seen as isolation. And while rescue and operations are of utmost importance and we are focusing on that as well, but some uncomfortable questions definitely out there.
Well, I mean, it's a matter of, it's a very poor, railway is in very poor state. There is a poor maintenance of track, of rolling stock, acute shortages of manpower, emphasis of the government on early train services like Vande Bharat, bullet train, etc., have created this problem. Sabotage may be one of the angles that is being talked about, but all these will be known.
I mean, it's too early to speak at this point, yes.
Yeah. After, I mean, this Commissioner of Railway Safety inquires into the, fact. And as for the Kanchenjunga Express I mean, they have concluded, Commissioner of Railway Safety has concluded that it was a systematic failure, not one person or loco pilot or any individual was responsible. So we never know what is the position. The inquiries can also be manipulated. That has happened most of the times. So it is very dicey question and very difficult to say. But then the poor maintenance of rolling stock and tracks aided and abetted by acute shortages of manpower, then demoralization of railway staff manpower, 42.2% staff being on contract basis. You see, then fatigue, mental and body fatigue, because staff is overstretched. All these factors may be responsible. One more factor is the manpower failure. This is a culmination of that. Body fatigue, overstretched staff, demoralization of staff, demotivation of the staff. And then yet another factor, as I can see, is separation of this merger of railway budget with the general budget. Because the main sheen of railways, the main public focus has gone away from railways, and the railways is unable to concentrate on its overall upkeep, maintenance, etc.
Okay.
So this is another problem.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
railway comes in public focus only when there is accidents. Only it comes for adverse criticism. These are factors responsible for
Right.
accidents.
Okay. Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, if I can come to you, I mean, let's look at some of the last cases. I mean, you know, because we don't know the reason in this particular case, but let's look at it. For example, in the last case, the instant response that had come, it was a failure of the locomotive pilot. Eventually, when the probe report came, it said that it was a faulty light, there was a wrong protocol, it was an incomplete protocol which was followed, the full communication was not given to the locomotive pilot. If you look at the earlier cases as well, you have another case, I think it was the Andhra train collisions, where apparently the initial report at least said that the locomotive pilot was watching a cricket match, and eventually that was removed from the report. I mean, this is very deep-rooted, you know. This would not be accepted on the roads. It cannot be expected on the tracks.
So in Kanchenjunga accident, nobody said that driver alone was responsible. We had known within hours, we knew the kind of caution order that was issued, and it showed confusion. Even now, the loco pilot has not been absolved. The major culpability is of the system, where the protocol definitions were not properly laid down. Yes. But there were staff failures also. We'll not get into that. Let me also tell you, because the subject came up, I'm quite, except one or two odd cases,
Yes.
the inquiry of Commissioner of Railway Safety cannot be manipulated. Let's have confidence in that. Just to say that inquiry can be manipulated is wrong. In case of Balasore, government tried to put it on sabotage, but the inquiry did not do that. Similarly, in this case, Kanchenjunga, for example, the railways had one version, but the commissioner
Correct.
has come with a correct version. So let's have confidence in the inquiry of the Commissioner of Railway Safety. Yes, as I keep saying, yes, there are many
Right.
measures to be taken, especially for upgradation of track, which could be responsible in this case, and for installation of Kavach and similar safety measures. Fortunately, there's no shortage of money. Funds are not a problem. It's only the commitment and focus which is required.
Right. Rakesh Sharma, one question, and I mean, you know, who's accountable for this? We have, of course, the people elect the government. The minister, the MP is elected, who eventually becomes a minister. But where does the accountability rest?
Well, it depends. There have
Mr.
been
Mani,
two cases.
Mr. Mani, if I can come to you.
Coming to me, or question for me?
Yes, Mr. Mani. Yes, Mr. Mani, go ahead.
I said it's all a question of
Is it
one's
time?
own level of morality. For example, you know, there have been only two cases of a railway minister owning responsibility, although there have been so many accidents, practically many accidents in the tenure of every railway minister. So I'll not get there. Lal Bahadur Shastri and Nitish Kumar were the only two ministers who resigned. Major accidents have taken place and railway ministers have not owned up. As for accountability that you're saying, yes, it is time to shift focus from lower level staff to management, higher levels in hierarchy. Time has come to do that if we have to move towards zero failure, zero accident. That should be the motto. And if we move towards that, we'll have some accident, but at least we'll be moving towards better safety.
I think India is far, far behind all of that. We have a long way to go, and unfortunately, it can't be the ordinary voting citizens, the young and the elderly, who are going to be caught in the ceasefire, as we say, or caught in the crossfire, and they can't be the casualties in this. India needs to act, and act extremely fast. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us, Mr. Mani as well as Mr. M.Y. Siddiqui. Thank you very much.